Well, hello everybody, and welcome to today's video, and welcome to the lesson tee. It's an absolutely beautiful October morning here in Mobile, Alabama. Azalea City Golf Course is full of golfers all getting ready to go play. I'm getting ready to start giving some lessons today. But before I did, thought I wanted to do this little video and talk about the downswing. I know I've done lots of videos in the past about the backswing, and I think the backswing is so important to get us in the proper position where we're then set up to make a good downswing. But now, today what I want to talk about in the downswing is I want to talk about the sequence of the motions that happen in the downswing. I want to talk about what fires first, what fires next, and if you get these wrong, if you get things firing in the wrong place, it's a total breakdown in power, total breakdown in speed, and total breakdown in control of the golf club. So let's jump right in and let's talk about what is the proper sequence. So as I just said, the sequence of the downswing motion is critical to allowing us to get to the proper impact position. Proper impact position would be lower body has cleared a little bit, upper body is turning kind of on top of where the golf ball would be. The shaft of the club is leaning forward, okay, and us having a downward blow on the golf ball. Now that position is very difficult for most amateurs to reach. They just struggle to get there, and most of the time it's because the sequence of their downswing, parts start firing in the wrong time, okay? Things start firing first before other things. So let's just talk about what needs to happen. So when I get to the top of my backswing, and wherever the finish of your backswing is, mine's a little shorter than nowadays, but when I start down, the first thing that happens is it's just a little change of pressure in my feet. At the top of my backswing, I have the majority of the weight is on my right foot. Now, to start the downswing, I just want to have a little change of pressure moving into my front foot. Now, I want to caution you here. I don't want you to make this move huge. I don't want you to get back here and say, okay, I have to have a change of pressure. Because if you get out here on that front foot too far, now you're kind of messed up. You're going to be in front of the golf ball, and you're now not going to be able to continue with the rest of the motions of the downswing. So it's a very subtle motion, and really all I'm feeling is I'm just feeling that left foot pushing on the ground. You can see just how subtle and small the motion is. So that left foot just pushes on the ground a little bit. Now, once I've gotten that change of pressure in my feet, my hips, my left hip is now going to start to rotate. I refer to it as away from the golf ball, okay? I want that left hip, I don't want it sliding towards the target, I want it rotating away from the golf ball. Now, my hips are then pulling on my torso, okay? My torso then pulls on my shoulders pull on my arms then pull on my hands pull on the shaft of the club and or the grip of the club, and then the shaft of the club pulls on the club head. If you can get that sequencing down, then you are hitting the ball with everything you got, really. I mean, there's an old term from the golf machine a long time ago, and they recall that, I mean, they used to call it the effective radius of the golf swing. And if your body sequence fired properly, it was basically saying that you had a radius of your golf swing that went from your feet up through your body, out your arm, and to the top of the golf club. Now, top of the golf club might even be out of the video here. So if the bigger I can make the radius of my swing, obviously the faster that club head can go and the harder I'm going to hit the golf ball. Now, if at any point in time in the swing, something stops, okay? So let's say I'm coming down and my hips don't clear. Well, if my hips don't start going, well then nothing's pulling on my torso and my arms are gonna have to take over. Now, as soon as my arms take over, I have just now shortened the radius of my swing, and it goes from my left shoulder out to the end of the club. So much smaller radius, gonna be much more difficult to get that club going faster, okay? If when I get down to the golf ball, my chest or my pivot quits moving into my left leg, if I have any type of reverse action, my body falling backwards, my hands are gonna throw. And as soon as my hands throw, now the radius of the swing goes from my left wrist to the end of the club. And you know, the worst case scenario here is that you have a bad backswing. You get your arms in a bad place, you've got a reverse pivot, and the first move from the top is that early release or early extension, casting, whatever you want to call it. That move from the top of the from the start of the downswing, and that's just a total disaster. And you're never ever going to get back to a proper impact position. So, how do I suggest that you practice this motion? And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know the answer to this is I want you to go slow. So I love for my students to just kind of get themselves to the top of the backswing, and just, even if you pause, okay, and then start to feel that weight pressure change in your feet, and just go nice and slow. And see if you can develop that sequence properly. Now, as you get better at the sequence, okay, as you get more comfortable, then you can let your body speed up. I always like to tell my students, I really don't want you to feel like your arms are speeding up that much. Just let the body's rotation and the pivot drag your arms a little bit faster. It's going to keep creating more club head speed. So again, here it is. Backswing, okay, weight's more on my right foot, little change of pressure in my feet. And then let my body move after that. So let me see if I can do one without pausing. Okay, again, just nice and smooth, nice and easy. Okay. Terrible strike on that golf ball, but I've kind of felt like my sequence was pretty good. All right, let's do it again. That one was great. Really good balance on that finish. Everything moving in the right order. Okay, so let me hit a couple golf balls from this angle. Again, just feeling that sequence work, feeling some really nice rhythm. I like the shot. Being critical here, my balance wasn't the greatest on that finish. Okay, let's see if I can do one more. Okay, I want to feel that little change of pressure in my feet, and then nice sequence for the rest of the swing. All right, so there you have it. There's the importance of the sequence of motions in the downswing. I really encourage you to work on this. Again, do it slowly to start with and gradually build your speed. And you're gonna find, as you do this, you slowly build that speed, you're gonna kind of find your sweet spot as to how fast you can go and continue to hit that ball solid. You'll typically find that if you can speed up a little too much and your ability to hit solid shots goes away. So take your time, work on the sequence of your downswing, get the rhythm that's proper for you and the speed that's proper for you, and your ball striking is going to increase, and I'm pretty sure that you're also going to increase some of your distance as well. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate you coming into my videos. Constantly putting up content sometimes a little different than others. Every video is not totally a golf lesson. I do like to sprinkle in a few things that are just on my mind sometimes, but I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you sticking to the end here. And again, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you're a viewer that comes back all the time, drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, everybody, and y'all have a great day.